Hi, welcome to FedScoop TV. I'm Dan Verton, Editorial Director with FedScoop. We're here at the Adobe Digital Government Assembly, and I'm speaking with Mr. Kevin Perkins. Kevin is the Associate Deputy Director for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Kevin, thanks so much for being here today. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Dan. My pleasure.
So we're talking here about, obviously at the Adobe Digital Government Assembly, we're talking about making digital government a reality. Tell me, from your perspective, where you think the government overall is in its transformation into a more digital enterprise.
I think the government on the whole is in a pretty good place. I mean, one of the things, the lessons we're learning today involve we have to be more agile in our overall digital transformation. We have to be able to procure goods and services that meet our requirements, and we have to do that as quickly and efficiently as we possibly can.
Now, is the government, do you think, keeping up with what the trends in the private sector in terms of digitizing more processes, more key functions?
Well, I can't speak for the whole of government, but I can speak for the FBI and where we're going with it. We're trying to keep up. That's the best way to put it. And one of the great things we're seeing is we have a significant hiring effort ongoing right now, and we're bringing in a workforce that is coming from the private sector, that is used to certain levels of performance of digital products and ways to enhance their ability to carry out the mission. They are driving our requirements, and it's up to myself and other executives at the Bureau to meet those needs.
So what I'm hearing there is a younger generation of FBI employees are sort of introducing the Bureau to new, different ways of doing things, and you're trying to adapt to those expectations, those capabilities?
That's part of it. We know that's one piece of the puzzle that's driving us internally, but it's also trying to keep up with the bad guys. I mean, quite honestly, when you look at fighting counterterrorism, fighting cybercrime, if we are not equal or ahead of, we're going to be losing that battle. So, in order to be successful with our mission, we have to be able to keep up.
So we're talking a lot about agility here. What can the private sector do to help you be more agile and efficient in what you're accomplishing your mission?
That's a great question. And I think I look at it as a student of history. Over the years, anytime the government has faced a crisis, whether it's World War II, a number of different things that have happened since then, partnership between the government and private industry has always been required to get us over that hump where we all pull together as Americans to fight whatever that outward threat might be, whether it's terrorism, whether it's cybercrime, whether it's financial crime or violent crimes.
So the theme this year is efficiency, security, and engagement. All of those things, I know just from having covered the FBI, all of those things apply to your enterprise, but particularly security. And one of the things that I'm hearing from a lot of different folks in different areas of government is one of the hang-ups, or one of the reasons that they're not moving faster in the digital enterprise is these concerns about security, particularly around cloud and mobility. How are you guys handling that?
Well, we are working with cloud technologies right now. We're working in decreasing the size of our data centers and consolidation and trying to use the latest technologies there for the efficiency aspect of it. But you look at that continuum, and it's the same in the Bureau, it's the same in private industry. You can go to either end of that continuum and either be wide open and lose your competitive edge, or you can shut it down and make essentially really hurt your workforce, whether you're selling products or protecting the nation from counterterrorism. So every day, part of my job is to try to find that middle ground using technology to meet our mission, but that allows our employees to do their job, but at the same time protects our data.
Before I let you go, what are some of your big digital services initiatives that you've got underway?
Well, one of the biggest ones recently was our rollout of our Sentinel case management system, which really took us to the next level for agents in the field and is really meeting their needs. Not only the system itself, but we learned a lot of how we rolled it out. We had very high marks from our workforce as to the training that went in behind it in the transition process. We also, in the last year, converted over from a very old COBOL-based financial management system to what we refer to as UFMS, which is our new Unified Financial Management System, which has, again, given us granularity to help us from the financial and business acumen world that we never had before.
Interesting. Kevin Perkins, Associate Deputy Director of the FBI, thanks so much for being here today. Appreciate
My
it.
pleasure. Thank you.
I'm Dan Verton. You've been watching FedScoop TV. Thanks very much.